Good afternoon. This is the top of Mount Wrightson looking north at the Rincon Mountains. A forest fire took out a lot of these trees a few years ago. And I'm going to break here to talk a little anime. Part 2 of our Halloween special.
Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust is the second anime installment of the title character from Hideyuki Kikuchi's set of horror novels. It was made 15 years after its 1985 movie predecessor by an entirely new creative team, and this time as a full-fledged theatrical movie, and it's superior in just about every way. Somewhere in the distant future, there's a curious world where vampires, werewolves, and other mutant superpowered monsters constantly harass the human inhabitants. The humans, for their part, live in a largely agrarian frontier society of small villages and ranches, intentionally reminiscent of the American Old Western as part of its inspiration. Except there are occasional pieces of highly advanced technology that cross it over into the futuristic sci-fi genre as well. A vampire, Mayor Link, has taken off with Charlotte, the lovely young daughter of a wealthy rancher. The family is hiring a vampire hunter to bring Charlotte back. D is a vampire hunter with a strong reputation. He's half vampire himself. He also has a strange symbiote, a sentient left hand that wields its own mutant power. The hand also talks and has a very sarcastic attitude. Using his trusty sword, D wanders the land finding undead to destroy. But D isn't the only hunter the family has hired. They've already hired a team of 5 hunters, a gang of 4 brothers plus pretty Layla, who travel about in a tank-like mobile home. That's one of those pieces of advanced technology I mentioned. Each of those 5 has their own unique weapon for dealing with vampires. The reward goes to whoever brings Charlotte home. Soon, D catches up with the rival gang of hunters shortly after they've wiped out a nest of minor vampires who got in the way of their pursuit. Their first meeting doesn't get off to a really good start.
Right there.
Much of Bloodlust is a chase across the countryside, the hunters in pursuit of the vampire's carriage. The uninhabited parts of the world are just as interesting as the small settlements strewn with amazing old ruins that offer tantalizing suggestions about how a great civilization has fallen. Both D and the brothers try to guess where Mayor Link is headed with Charlotte, and both must fend off the various monsters Mayor enlists to dissuade the pursuit. They'll take turns doing deadly battle with his bizarre guards, and have a few confrontations with the vampire himself. Through this, Layla emerges as a major character in the story. Unlike her male hunter teammates, she has a little scooter that lets her scout ahead and act on her own. She'll cross paths with D several times, and each meeting revises their relationship. Layla became a vampire hunter because vampire killed her parents, and as a hunter she's seen plenty of vampire horrors and is locked in a cycle of vengeance and death. D suggests that the life of a hunter is miserable and short. He wishes he had the option to quit being a hunter himself, but as a half-breed vampire he can't join either the vampire or human society. Being a hunter seems all that's left to him. And as it turns out, Charlotte's parents didn't tell the hunters everything about the young lady. It turns out Charlotte really loves Mayor Link and has joined him willingly. She's not a victim and the vampire hasn't bitten her. Well, at least not yet. Mayor Link is taking Charlotte someplace where they hope they can be left alone with their unusual love. Now D is conflicted too. He thinks poor Charlotte is deluded and doesn't know the real Mayor Link is the killer bloodsucker that he really is. Also, D knows that if the couple do escape, it's likely Charlotte will give birth to more half-breeds like D himself.
Why did you call for him?
I suppose my father has not told you that I'm in love with Meyer.
He is what he is, Charlotte. You can't change him. He'll take you in time.
How sweet that is. She loves a vampire. Idiot! Ah!
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is written and directed by anime horror veteran Yoshiaki Kawajiri, who also directed Demon City, Cyber City, and Goku Midnight Eye. He's given the story a mix of quick-paced action, gothic horror, and some quiet reflections. It turns out he can even get sentimental. The story offers some surprising depth by contrasting the tragedies of its major characters. Dee is a loner, distrusted and driven from human society, except when they need him. Layla's been hardened by years of fighting vampires, but is looking for some closure that she's never going to find. Mayor Link and Charlotte are trying to find some place where they can live their lives together in peace. It's a little hard to have sympathy for the vampire, given not just his history, but how casually he kills to ensure their getaway, and how he must surely kill again to survive in the future. But the anime tries to make him seem tragic too. The animation is by Madhouse, and it's very well done. The backgrounds are detailed, especially the interiors. The movement is fluid, with very well done mix of computer-generated images and hand-drawn animation. Bloodlust character designs come much closer to the illustrations Yoshitaka Mano provided for Kikuchi's novels, with far more detail than the original OVA provided. The music from Italian-American Marco D'Ambrosio is sophisticated and involving, offering appropriate tunes for suspense, action, and emotion, with each of the major characters carrying a leitmotif. I give Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust a solid 4 stars. It's a very well-animated action-adventure of surprisingly engaging characters and a thoughtful story. It's better than your average sci-fi horror western action fusion anime. For some reason, the US DVD release of Bloodlust doesn't include the original Japanese soundtrack. The dub from Urban Vision is a mixed success. The major characters, Dee, Layla, and Mayor, come off alright. The other voices, such as Charlotte, are less successful.
Thanks for listening.